Hey, what's up guys, it's Henry Neal here, and today we'll be taking a look at two devices that I pretty much feel like are some of the best options you have in the entry level segment of the market. And I'm talking about the Huawei Y6P and the Tecno Spark 5. These are very budget smartphones from two different brands, but how do they compare? Let's get straight into the video. Before I start up, do hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button to be part of the channel. And I'm going to do my best to reduce the reflections on the back of these devices. They are incredibly reflective. Anyway, let's get started, guys. So straight up, you can see that both these phones have very similar designs. They have their fingerprint reader to the back and their camera modules to the left of both devices. Power button and volume rockers are on the right, and you've got your 3.5mm headphone ports and speaker grills on opposing sides, and also the microphones on opposing side, and they both use micro USB ports. And you've got your microphone to the top there on the Huawei Y6P. There's nothing on the Tecno. And on the left side here, you've got SIM trays on both phones. Both phones support dual nano SIM and also expansion slots for the memory card. So on the display front, both phones have IPS LCD panel. It's a 6.3 inch on the Huawei Y6P, while it's a 6.6 inch on the Tecno Spark 5. Both phones have 720 by 1600 pixel and come with a 20 by 9 aspect ratio. It's 278 ppi on the Huawei Y6P, while it's 266 ppi on the Tecno Spark 5. Both phones run on Android 10 with EMUI 10.1 on the Huawei Y6P with no Google Play service, while it's iOS 6.1 on the Tecno Spark 5. Both phones run on MediaTek processor, with the Huawei running the MediaTek Helio P22 and the Tecno Spark 5 running the Helio A22. They are both octa-core processor, and they both use the PowerVR GE8320 GPU. We've got 32GB of internal storage on both phones, with 2GB of RAM on the Tecno Spark 5 and 3GB of RAM on the Y6P. Both phones have multiple camera setups at their back, with the Tecno Spark 5 having 4 cameras and the Infinix Y6P having 3 cameras. We got a 13 megapixel main, 5 megapixel ultra wide, and 2 megapixel depth sensing camera on the Huawei here, while on the Tecno we've got a 13 megapixel main, 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth, and a QVGA camera. Up front, both phones use an 8 megapixel f2.0 selfie camera. Both phones record video at up to 1080p at 30 frames per second. Both phones feel very solid in the hand. I don't feel any creaking. However, the Huawei Y6P feels much lighter than the Tecno Spark 5. Let's move on to the display quality and check out how they compare. So both phones have good looking 720p displays. I mean, I haven't seen any problem with them. I absolutely love the way they look, and they both play videos capped at 720 pixels. So in terms of video quality, both phones look very similar. However, I must tell you that the colors on the Huawei Y6P look much vibrant than what we have on the Tecno Spark 5. I kind of prefer the color quality on this one to this. But again, both phones have 720p displays, so you're going to be getting very similar outputs. Alright, in terms of software, both these phones are running on Android 10. We have EMUI 10.1 on the Huawei Y6P, and we have iOS 6 on the Tecno Spark 5. Both phones perform very similarly. I don't really see any difference in terms of the performance. And with the Google ban on Huawei, I'm sure this is where a lot of you will be concerned. But personally, I don't think that's much of a big deal. I think that the Huawei phone still does everything that the Tecno phone does, even without the Google mobile services. Now I have my Gmail here. Yes, it's a web version, but again, I can still check my mail and I can reply my email. And again, I can do everything that I can do here on the actual app. For other social media apps like Instagram and Twitter, you can see that I have the instant app versions here on the Huawei Y6P. And if I launch them, you just tell that they're exactly the same app. There really is no difference between these two apps. They're exactly the same. Here we go again with the Twitter app here. Let's just check that out real quick. So you can see it's just a bit faster here on the Tecno Spark 5, but it works pretty well on the Huawei Y6P. But in terms of speed, you find that both phones perform almost at par, with the Huawei Y6P just being a tad bit faster, and that's thanks to the Helio P22 chip that we have in here. Let's check out the camera performance on both of this phone and see how they compare. So in conclusion, I honestly think that both of these phones are quite good. The Tecno Spark 5 here goes for about 53,000 naira. It comes with the Helio A22 processor, 32 gigabytes of internal storage and 2 gigabytes of RAM. The Huawei Y6P comes with the Helio P22, 3 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and it comes at a price point of about 64,900 naira, which is a bit higher than the Tecno Spark 5, but again, you're getting more RAM and you're getting a higher performing SoC on the Huawei Y6P. So guys, thanks for watching this review between the Huawei Y6P and the Tecno Spark 5. Again, if you have any questions about both of these devices, please leave them in the comment section of this video. I'll get back to as much as I can, and please hit that subscribe button, and most especially hit the like button if you really liked this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.